Rated T for teen.
You'll need more than your gun once you're inside Chin's tomb.
You ever heard of the heart of the dragon? It's said that the heart possesses the power to control the will of men.
The path to the dragon's heart is more dangerous than you can imagine.
I got what you wanted. Now tell me what's really going on.
Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. Live the adventure. To play the demo or order your copy, visit emperorstomb.com.
BYTES, and we're looking at a game that actually has been sitting in my queue from Xbox Live Gold days for a couple years now. But with the recent announcement of Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle, I decided to take a look at the 2003, yes, it's 20 years old game, Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. Developed by the Collective, published by LucasArts, back on the original OG Xbox and PS2, and it's probably GameCube as well, but I'm not sure. I don't look all that up. But Indiana Jones, you see all the classics, the whips, the exotic locations, sort of mysticism and mysticalness as well. This is, I believe this is before the Crystal Skull game, so it's before it seriously went crazy as far as a franchise is concerned. So yeah, you see basically everything you do here. So it's very reminiscent, obviously, as it should be, since it's Indiana Jones, with some of the things we saw in the teaser for the new game that's coming out this year, which I'm excited to play. Actually, it looks absolutely gorgeous, which made me want to go back and just do a quick little playthrough, see how this game plays, and just check it out. So here we are, loading screen. One of the things I noticed though, and I don't know if it was just 2003 was just a great year for LucasArts, because that's also the same year that KOTOR came out, and I played a whole lot of KOTOR when that came out. There is a distinctive feel, even though thinking of what Jedi, the Jedi Outcast 3 or whatever game is, Jedi Academy, all of these games have a distinct feel to them, even though they're done by different developers. Like, they feel like a LucasArts game, and I don't know, I feel like it's lost now since Disney, LucasArts is basically an imprint or a name only, or Lucasfilm, what have you, and all of the associated properties now, for good reason, feel drastically different. There isn't a style or a feel to these games anymore like they were when everything was under one gaming company, i.e. LucasArts, back in the early days of the new millennium. And I love this. I don't know, I don't think Harrison Ford did the voice on this one, but I do like the voice so far. One of the things that just even amazes me, especially when these games are done right, how well, graphically speaking, a lot of these games do hold up. Now, no, this game is not as, graphically intense as a lot of the games that come out now, but you really get a good sense of the location of all of these things when it comes to this game. And it's one that, you know where you're doing. You know what you're talking about. So, or not know what I'm talking about, but you know where you're going. You know where you're supposed to be. And with this, did you see the water splash for 2003 game? That's, still impressive. You feel like you're inside of these old ancient ruins in the middle of the jungle. So I really am impressed by that now. And even going back to older games around this time, again, LucasArts games, going back to playing KOTOR 2, Jedi Academy, you get a really good sense of the world that you're immersed in, even though these games are 20 years old. And that's a real testament to the quality of these games, even at the time. One of the things I do like about this game, the controls, the camera angle, everything was really responsive. I think at some points, you'll see that coming up soon, it was difficult to find a place to go, or where to go, or so what to do. I think more so it's because of me, not so much the inputs, because everything was very fluid after I figured it out. But it's just one of those things where it's interesting getting into this game, this 20-year-old game, playing it, especially after playing many modern games over the past few months, years. Getting used to the, I won't say archaic control styles, but it's one that you gotta dial it back a bit. You had less buttons, or I remember playing with that big old Duke controller, and I never had a problem with Duke. I don't know, my hands aren't that small or that big for that matter, but Duke never had an issue. Okay, I do, once I get used to it, I like being able to cycle through the different things or the different items to equip Indy with. The whip is just so satisfying to use. The swinging, and we'll see that later, was just so cool. Like, this really, just playing through this opening level, you felt like you were playing Indiana Jones. And maybe not the full cinematic experience with what we're getting in games today, but this felt like an Indiana Jones game off rip. And I really enjoyed that about this game, getting into it. So cycling through the different items wasn't too difficult. And this is, I didn't realize here that I needed to find the machete, which was, what she would have told me beforehand, like, hey, kind of just like go around and see my stupid behind trying to punch through the vines and trying to figure out, okay, you're telling me a machete, but I don't have a machete. I didn't know I had to go find a machete. Here's me looking at the map, trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, that's the only thing. Some of the aspects of this, it's not a lot of foreshadowing or hand holding in some cases, especially as being an opening level, for you to figure out what to do. And it's just a lot of standing around here, and I am trying to figure out what to do, where to go. Now I'm like, hey, let's go explore some places that I see up yonder. Maybe I could find another entrance. And that's exactly what we're doing. I love the whip play. Though it is so satisfying having that whip. And just the full arm extension of it too is not half-assed, which is really cool. And the sound effects for it, man, just so cool. So cool. What do I do, George? What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I go? Okay. I'm figuring it out. I would say for the most part, once you get used to it, the controls are very intuitive. Not clunky at all. And I don't remember when the Uncharted series came out. Gotta look that up, because I feel like maybe Uncharted came out after this, because I'm not sure if Uncharted came out on the PS2. It might have, because this would have been very early, like mid-cycle, if it's 23. in the 2003, and the PlayStation 2 life cycle is what came out 01. So yeah, maybe 2 years in. So if Uncharted did come out by this time, it came out very early on or after this. So it's interesting to go back, see if there's any sort of comparisons to this and Uncharted, especially considering Uncharted is very much inspired by games and movies like Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones, obviously. And I only bring that up because now with the current discussions online with regards to Indiana Jones and the Golden Circle, fanboys are talking about it as a ripoff of Uncharted and this and that. So see, now I have the machete and it's time to cut some vines. So yeah, I don't understand that comparison. Just, can we just have nice things and play nice games? Like, I don't understand. See, that swinging was so satisfying. The control was so fluid. I love how the vines shake when you slice them. Some of them chop off, some of them stay, but they shake. I love the physics as far as that's concerned. I really enjoy the cinematics as well. While this is a 2003 game, it really does a good job of trying to make this as much of a cinematic experience as possible. It would be kind of cool if they could go back and upscale this for current platforms. I don't know, I gotta see, did they do an upscale for the Xbox Series X and stuff, which automatically would, Xbox One X, which would automatically have an upgrade or update for the Xbox Series systems as well. I wonder if this game is backwards compatible on a PlayStation, since it was that PlayStation 2 era. The melee combat was really satisfying and really easy. I do like how it pops up in the upper right telling you what you need to do. Like, there are just so many cool things going on for this game, in my opinion.
There he is.
Now, mind you, I am just straight stabbing this guy and he's not going down. Okay, I will say the only thing with the equipping or not equipping, it wasn't that intuitive as far as taking a knife out of his hand, just giving his fist back. But there I am literally just going Jason Voorhees on this guy. I felt kind of bad. And the fact that he took so many stabs to the gut before he went down he's like superhuman. I also like the lighting system as well, as far as the daylight lighting system. I like the shadows and how the shadows are cast down in the ruins from where they think it's supposed to be. Oh, I got a shovel. About to do some damage. There we go. Wop, wop, wop. Even the swinging of the shovel is satisfying. Like the different sort of movements. It's not just one standard movement when he's swinging a shovel and basically knock them upside their heads. Like I said, that was very satisfying and rewarding. So now it's just a matter of finding where to go. I do enjoy the exploration of this because I feel like I am in a real ruins in the middle of the jungle, like I said before. But also, there aren't many indicators as to which way I should go. So that is one flaw of this game, in my opinion. There are too many kind of stumble upon. I would like more of a, not open path, but some breadcrumbs as to which way I should go. especially in a level like this. It seems very difficult. I'm going inside. I'm trying to see if there's a doorway. I see that crate being held up by the rope. So I assume I have to get up there somewhere, or somehow, I should say, but it's not giving me any real indication as to how to get up there. So essentially, I'm just running around inside trying to see if there's a door, trying to see if there's something I missed. More vines to a different passageway. But so far, I'm not having any kind of luck. It's just the windows and the water of life. See, I'm chopping here. I'm thinking maybe this gives me another venue to exit and maybe to be in a better position to go over to the other area. But that's not the case. So let me run back and go out. So now I'm thinking I can maybe run around a little bit. Maybe I'll find something, maybe not. I also thought maybe I can swing, but none of that is going to happen. Love the camera angles. Love the camera. Trying to go back to where I came, but that's it. We're going to stop there here. Peace, Indiana Jones. We out.